everybody, welcome Pinheads. We are back here at Reboot Arcade Bar for another Wednesday night Reboot Pinball League. This is our 10th, so getting close to the end of the season at this point. We will have 2 sessions left and then a finals. So, very, very exciting. Definitely looking forward to that. And I suddenly realized something I forgot to do. There we go. Let's go over here. I am going to forget to change this back, but that's alright. That's not right either. Okay, wonderful. Anyway, screw it all. I'll figure it out. We'll do it in post. But yeah, so here we are, one more evening. We will have next week, and that'll be the last chance for all of our players here to shake things up. And yeah, we will go from there. If you have not heard it at this point, by the way, please go check out the Backbox Pinball podcast. I have an episode up there. It's a few episodes old now, but that's all right. Still certainly worth listening to. Certainly a lot of fun. Big shout out to Rebecca Salem and Lauren Gray for hosting that down in Texas. So we certainly hope to join them at some point.
Announcements. You got a couple of minutes.
Yeah, so we're trying to wait on a couple more players as long as we can. Just doing announcements. If y'all are in November, first weekend, if y'all are free, come on out to I am blanking. Flippers OBX, Pinball Bash, number 4, 4 or 5, I believe. Very much looking forward to it. It used to be a pro circuit tournament. We hope to make it there again. We really, really hope. We have exclusive streaming rights for there already. Very excited about that. We are going to try to bring you all 3 tournaments, women's, classics, and main finals. Certainly a lot of pinball to be played. We will figure it out as we go. So it is 7. Get over here, do the rules.
Hi, world. I'm coming over here to do the rules. Episode 10 of 12. We've got tonight and 2 more. We may have a couple of late arrivals. They're usually here at the 705 Leonards. Since Paul Sanders is not here, we'll go with the 705 Leonards. But we are going to start. 2-hour duration, group match play. Right now we've got 7, so one group will be getting 7-5-3-1. The other group will be getting 7-4-1, unless they join us, and that'll go to 9 players. That'll be 3 3-player groups. Everybody will be 7-4-1. Extra balls are off. That's about it. We got the finals coming up in just 3 short weeks from now. We got some cool trophies. There's going to be some adjustments to the tournament structure and league structure for season 5. Current standings, we might have a solid 8 or 12 for the finals. It just depends on who can make it. But you did have to come to 6 events to qualify for that finals and be submitted to the IFPA for qualifying. But points to be had there, honestly, a lot of points. It's going to be a big boost. And with the new announcement from the IFPA that in 2023, it's going to be, 38 to 25. So you get that 150% increase. So next year rolling up, there's going to be a lot more. And Sammy, if you want to pull up match play next, we can probably go ahead and start that first round and slide whomever's group over to Metallica. That's coming up first. Back to Ova. Yep. Sweet. But thank you everyone for joining us. We are here most every single Wednesday. I know we've got a... Is that the one?
The one, Wind Crusher would have been fun, but...
Right. Awesome. All right, everyone. So round one is live. We will gather around for a quick photo before we get started. But on Metallica, we've got... Let me let her update it. No, you're cool. Linda, Sammy, Joe, Dwayne. And on Mandalorian is going to be Jameson, Matt, Jeff. So we'll do the quick picture, and we will go ahead and light them up. So gather around Sammy here in our red light special. Okay.
Thank you all, everybody. Didn't know you felt that way about me. But yeah, thank you all for coming out. If you are in the area, it is never too late to join. Free pinball all Wednesdays. So, free pinball, hard to go wrong with that. Come on out, support Reboot Arcade Bar. They treat us well here. Oh, there we go.
Can't be as bad as Sunday.
Okay, there we go.
I got two and they were both yours.
But yeah, come on out, support Reboot. Bartenders are amazing. They certainly took care of us. Take care of us every week. We really appreciate everything they do for us. So, with that said, round one. Boom. Let's get the matches updated here. My phone is blowing up. So that's exciting. Matches. Boom, there we go.
Is it being like that?
Okay.
Apparently Metallica is going to be mean tonight. Fortunately, we all get more balls, more chances. Gonna see how Sammy can start it off. Still a little bit of a frustrating shooter rod issue, but it's not debilitating. We can play past it. Sammy is gonna go straight Sparky. Nothing wrong with that at all. Hello, everyone out there in the chat. Hello, V. Hello, Jack. Thank you all for joining us on this lovely Wednesday evening. It would appear that a storm is rolling into Winston-Salem. And granted, the storm that came through this area last night was atrocious. It did cool it down for the evening. Kicked that humidity, so there is that. So, Sammy here making quick progress on her Sparky. And Sparky multi-ball is ready dead center. Nice slap tip just to keep it out of the center drain. Very well played. And there we are. Magnet does not hold the ball. If it does not hold the ball, your best options are really to kind of shoot the guitar picks in advance to get your add-a-ball ready. Even though you can't tell if they're lit or not, that's the way to go. So, looks like she is just looking for her leftmost stand-up guitar pick. We'll light her add-a-ball at the snake, and other than that, we're shooting for any main shot that has an electric chair symbol. The little playfield inserts with the pull switch there, and or dead center for jackpots. Sammy does pick up her add-a-ball, picks up an extra ball worth 5 million points. Will not get to play that extra ball, but does sneak a quick 5 mil from it. James Hetfield in the audio just said, "You gotta love that shit." Yes, you do. Oh, y'all are already receiving it. So it's coming down the mountain, and it's on its way. the storm that is. Talking to Virli in the chat there. So we all know it's coming. It's just a matter of when. Sammy, nice ball control. Picks up the crosses. A little bit of progress towards that crank it up mode. Just looking for captive balls and snakes. All right, decisions to be had. There we go. Clean separation. Excellent control by Sammy right now. Just really, really making all the shots happen. And keeping her multi-ball running. Takes a quick jackpot for a 335 off of Sparky dead center. Got a double cradle on the right flipper. It's now up to 342. About 23 mil and climbing. Just needs, there it is. I was going to say, it needs a snake to fill up the crank it up. Crank it up is ready once she's out of multi-ball. Crank it up are the highest scoring modes. You have to beat 4 of these mini wizards and then light them one more time to make it to end the line. So I think that's going to be it. We are back to single ball play, but Crank It Up is ready. Her graveyard is more than likely ready as well. And Sling into Crank It Up. I know Sammy is ecstatic about that. Look at her smile. She's like, yes! And she's going straight for Whom the Bell Tolls. There are 5 main shots: left orbit, graveyard, left ramp, right orbit. You have to hit each one 3 times to complete. Some of the incandescents or LEDs are burnt out, so you're not going to be able to see that total progress, but in general, the complete is going to give you a ton of points. On top of that, at any time, if you have completed the bottom 4 inserts, so that is 1 snake, 1 coffin captive ball, 1 Sparky shot, and 1 graveyard shot, and all 4 are lit, it's going to light your scoop flashing blue again. That's going to be the right scoop above the right slingshot. You have a choice to collect your points or to continue. Collecting your points will give you your value for taking the collection. It's going to tell you that, and it's going to add the points that you scored. So, again, this is a big scoring situation. Just like that, Sammy Bacon is up to 76 mil and climbing. All right, almost finishes that left orbit. Her left 3 shots. She just needs 1 more on each to go for the complete. Goes for the slap, 42.5 off of that Crank It Up alone, and bit of a late slap. There was really no saving that one with risking it. Either way, that's a fan-freaking-tastic ball one, and we are welcoming back Joe Lefebvre. Joe, you're it. He's had to miss the last week or 2, I believe, but he's back in town and here for episode 10. All right, and we are into the playfield and off to the Silver Ball Madness. All right, nice patience on the left flipper there. Joey picks up a Sparky hit. That will be progress towards his multi-ball. Also picks up a graveyard hit. So, if you really want to chase the graveyard, ball 1 is the time to do it. He now has 2 of those drop targets down. You need to drop down all 3 drop targets and then shoot all the way to the back of the graveyard to start it. If you do not complete it when it's lit, your next ball, all the drop targets are back up. If you do complete it, first time's 4 shots, next time is additional shots on the back to get back into it. He's got his Sparky ready dead center. I would not be shocked if that's where he's going. Gives it a little love, picks up 1 danger just to keep it out of the center, and digging hard for that center Sparky shot to go into electric chair multi-ball. Ooh. Rattles around. Has it lit for next ball. Lots of progress.
Okay, back in the booth. Dwayne making comments, teasing me a little bit. Marchands are ganging up on me here. But that's alright. Had a really good ball one. And now I get to watch Dwayne chase it down. And we all know he can. GC on this machine is his with 2.2 billion. So that 84 million certainly within range. Now, as he was just saying, ball one, he is going to go for those drop targets. Bit of a risky strategy. Grave marker multi-ball progress does not carry over. So, ooh, a little bit late there. Oh, bit of a missed shot at control. Now he's on his way. Bit of a failed post pass there. Back under control, back to a flipper. Nails it off the forehand, which, again, not always the best of ideas. That's a lot of energy that gets the ball going. Occasionally its return just is not very friendly, and you don't have a lot of time to adjust. But Dwayne has adjusted, takes two dangers, making a big save, but that is okay. Fighting for control, there he goes. One shot right here. Well, goes for a post pass. Gets two hits off Sparky. Tipping it over, tipping it over. Come on. Really wants that backhand. It is a much more forgiving miss off the backhand. So, there we go. There's the backhand. Finally had it under control and slow enough. Put it right up there. One shot. And we are in Grave Marker. Now, as always, Snake, no, that's a different multi-ball Virulite that I've actually not seen anyone get to. But yes, it does make a very loud hissing noise. Hey, glad you enjoyed the stream. We're certainly having a lot of fun. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, that is my mom. So, hi Mom. In Chicago tonight, bit of the mecca for pinball. We all need to peer pressure her into going and playing some pinball herself. So yeah, in the meantime, Dwayne Marchand has drained out of Grave Marker. It is only a 2-ball multi-ball. And now went right into Sparky. So looks like it's up to 3 balls. I don't know if he got his Atta-ball and his 2x playfield. I've not paid attention. I suspect that he has. So there's the super jackpot. Zap Sparky for 1.66 million has lit all of his coffins at this point. I'm not entirely sure what he's missing, but I believe it's snakes. No, Mom, I'm saying you need to go play pinball in Chicago. You're in the mecca for pinball. So anyway, that was a lot of jackpots right there in a row. Looks like Dwayne now uses his Atta-ball very, very well timed. So 2x playfield, that'll last for 20 seconds. Back down the 2 balls. But still, every shot here is more snakes, more switches, more coffins, more grave markers. And each one of those is going to build towards crank it up. And that's really where it wants to be, especially, there he goes, right there. Crank it up is lit. Have to come out of multi-ball first, but once you're out of multi-ball, then it is game on. Oh no!
I got that a long time ago.
So
Okay.
Dwayne
Time ago.
recognizing that was kind of on him. Recognizing that was kind of on you.
I got away with a
But-
handful.
You got away with a handful, and you certainly did not play poorly,
Nope. Better than I've played on this.
for sure.
On a ball one, let alone a full game of 3 balls, and quite some time, Sammy.
So I'm in trouble, is what you're saying. So back up to Linda Marchand. Didn't have much of a ball one, but is finally able to take some shots. Finally able to build some progress towards Sparky. Good defensive flip there. Oh, and couldn't keep her flippers down long enough. Firelight, I do not have a pinball playing family. I wish I did, but you know, every once in a while I can get my mom to come out and play, but certainly not like Linda, who's able to join us every week over and over. And we really appreciate her for that. It's certainly love to have her. Okay, Dwayne is off at the bar. Here he is, here he is.
All right. So, as you can see from the graveyard and the right orbit, Sammy solidified some captive ball hurry-ups. Sorry, she did that by, like, if you look right now in her left orbit, the top arrow is flashing red, which means currently any progress being built is going to be building on that left arrow. If you build your red arrows and you get all of them and you shoot it one more time, they are all going to strobe, and then the captive ball is going to have a hurry-up value. Collecting that hurry-up is going to lock those lanes in to give you the items you need to make it to your next crank it up. So, currently the graveyard and the right orbit are her best paths of progress into the next crank it up. So it takes a big move to get over to the left, but only one danger. And very nice clutch backhand to the left graveyard shot. So she's going to go into that multi-ball. Again, this multi-ball does have some value. If you can add in a ball to make this a 3-ball instead of a 2-ball multi-ball, it does start as 2. You can add a ball to make it 3. You can get some really good super jackpots. They take a while to get. It is an excellent vehicle for building progress towards crank it ups if you've got lanes ready. I think Sammy and I had mirror image freaking graveyards. Hers was obviously a lot less than she wanted value-wise, but sitting at 92 mil and climbing, that is quite all right. Nice read on the feed out of the right orbit return over to the left, and we're going back Sparky. As deep as pinball rules can get, they are still kind of wash, rinse, repeat. So while this goes, I'm gonna go grab my water. I will be right back. Alright, and we are off to multi-ball. I've got results for Mandalorian as well, so while Sammy's got her ball save and continues to annihilate Metallica, I'm going to plug those in before I forget. So Jeff Jameson, Matt. Right. So back to the live pinball action. Sammy picks up her Atta-Ball, sitting at 100 mil and climbing. She's got 50% of her progress for her next Crank It Up. So coffins and snakes right now, and shooting any of those solidified lanes is going to give her her progress. There's her snake filled up, so now just coffins. Loses 2, but still has 2 in play. If you're ever stuck in a multi-ball, I know that every player since the beginning of pinball has been like, they just cause so much anxiety. Yes, they do. But what is easier? 5 balls on the playfield or 2. So if you lose a couple, try to hone down and trap up and keep those couple of balls, because then you're getting the scoring, and it's a little bit easier to juggle 2 or 3 balls as opposed to 4 or 5. Sammy can't believe it, but Sammy has lit Crank It Up number 2. I think she's feeling super good about that. Joe is playing Guitar Hero. You may want to go steal him. In his defense, he's got his 2 babies here. He's got the whole family, so they are hanging out. Hey Jeff, we verified that was Jeff, Jameson, Matt. Thank you. You good? You're good, buddy. All right. So now up walks Joey. He is ready for that center shot to start Sparky. Sorry for the little bit of skew on the rig there. Along with Joey came his little one and slid in between the machines and hit the feet. So before I walk up, we will square that back up. A gentle little move to the right. It's all good, but Joe got what he wanted that whole last ball. He is into his electric chair. No, you're good. He is into his electric chair and is about to make all the points happen. Again, this is a wonderful vehicle for progressing to Crank It Up. And as you get through stages of Sparky, I can't remember, there's like 5, 6, or 7. Like, when you get to the last one, it is freaking insane. Every single lane jackpot you hit, or every time you hit Sparky, James Hetfield is just like, Jack fucking pot! Jack fucking pot! Over and over and over, again and again. And the value at that point is, it's ridiculous. Where you would be getting $500,000, you're getting 5, 6, 7 million for single lane jackpots. It's wild. The things we learn as we progress through the deep, deep rules of this game, and as they code them and expand them. So Mr. Lefebvre is back to single ball play, sitting about 8 million, making some good progress on the graveyard. Very nice. Good patience on the right flipper there. Looping it back around. Almost gets the stars collected for the next mystery award level. Not sure. Do the Ninja Stars or the Metallica Stars, there's 5 in lanes on this one, do they just boost mystery levels, or do they give you a bonus multiplier as well?
I thought they boosted mystery levels.
They definitely do that.
Yes.
I think they might do both.
I thought they also boosted pop values.
Gotcha.
I could be wrong.
They could do all 3. I'm
haven't
not
paid
sure
attention
where
to it.
bonus multipliers come from, but it's
The
typically graveyard.
They definitely come from the graveyard.
No way! All right. So that's why you never get many and your bonus is garbage, right?
I mean, I think your bonus is just garbage regardless, but, you know.
More or less on Metallica. It's not, I mean, you can get some good ones, but it's got to be the ball of a lifetime.
Playing with a little bit of a distraction there, his young one ran up to him and asking him some questions, but managed to recover very well closer to his grave marker.
Yeah. I think he just brought him a handful of luck. Because he was knocking all that down and straight into grave marker. So again, all main arrow shots. Left orbit, graveyard, left ramp, right orbit. Build the value, and you collect and build, and you want to shoot that deep graveyard target to eventually lock a super. And there's a magnet back there which will hold the ball. And then you've got to get your second ball up there just hard enough to register. Otherwise, both get stuck, it times out, and you lose your super jackpot. Had that happen a million times. Big ramp shots.
So let's test a hypothesis here, Dwayne, because he just got plus 5x bonus. So if his bonus is still garbage, then we know. It's not about how many times you get those grave markers.
Yeah. Well, I know what builds the bonus value, and that's your 4 main inserts.
Yes.
It is your graveyards, your electric chairs, your coffins, and your snake's hit, and each hit builds and builds. I'm not sure about the multiplier. Also, we picked up his double, so we may or may not see a bonus roll here, depending on how this plays out.
Fair.
But if it had it up to 5x, I'd be taking it.
I mean, no reason not to.
No.
The question is, will he remember he said too dangerous?
2.5 mil from the extra ball, and as we saw with Sammy's ball 1, she picked up a 5 mil with double scoring. All right, so that was danger number 1. I'm picking up ball 1. We're good. 18.9 and climbing.
I trusted you, Dwayne, and you lied to me like that?
Bit of a fumble. Let's see this bonus. 160, 260, 35, 9.2.
9 million. That was sizable
That's-
percentage-wise.
Legit
So-
was a third of his score.
Yeah. Like I said, percentage-wise, that was not nothing. Yeah. Okay, so Dwayne stepping up, just kind of letting the ball train there. I said, screw it, I'll try again. Oh, tough drain there. That is the risk of just saying, screw it, I'll try again. You're up. I know, right? So Linda's staying warm on some Stranger Things. Says, man, I was actually doing well over there. Can't I stay over there? I would let you, Linda, but tournament director says we're playing Metallica. Also, Shadowram mentioning Magic Hat, which I've had for a while, but mentioning new shirts. Shout out to Shadowram for finding said shirt, and I just had to have it. Oh no, and just like that, top of the sling to an out lane. She says, I play better when y'all aren't watching me. And certainly know how you feel, Linda. So Dwayne might be at the bar again. I'm not entirely sure where he ran off to, but it is my turn and I am going to go play my ball.
All right, 123. Sammy hits the mystery scoop. That is Crank It Up number 2 for Miss Sammy Bacon. Goes for battery.
battery is going to require... Oh... Let me rack through my Dwayne for completion rules. Battery is going to require 12 or 15 shots to Sparky. Again, if you get the bottom 4 inserts, your crosses, your electric chairs, your coffin, your snake, you can collect at any time. Each main arrow, just like on Sparky Multiball, will raise the value of those individual jackpots, but being in battery, crank it up significantly more value. As you can see, she's picking off 1.1. So, if she can hit the flashing electric chair, which is currently on the right orbit, and there it is, it's going to give her value and increase the value when she goes dead center. So now that jackpot should be 1.275. There you go. So that was 175,000 additional. So picking up these combos and then shooting Sparky is giving the danger, picks up 10.7. In the words of Sammy Bacon, definitely nothing to sneeze at.
Fair.
I was shocked to see you go for battery.
I don't know how to play any of the ones beyond.
If you watch the last 30 seconds, I told you how to compute it.
I heard. I couldn't hear you, but I heard you were going through.
12 to 15 Sparky shots will get your complete. And then your collect, obviously, your bottom 4 inserts, and that's it. And then my favorite, which if I can not get a house ball and fall into my crank it up, we'll see some Inner Sandman, which is apparently everybody's least favorite, but I adore that mode. I mean, it's always either battery or Inner Sandman for me. Inner Sandman has 3 main arrows lit. Every target that you hit that is not a lit target moves the shots, and you have to dial them in until it fills up the entire board, just like all the other crank-it-ups. But Joey picks up a big double and back into his second electric chair.
Before we move away from it, I forget the 4th crank it up, but isn't that a switch hits mode? Isn't that what everybody uses when you can crank
Fade
a
to black.
spinner? Yeah.
Fade to black, number 2. Crank the spinner or shoot up and fall into the pops. You can sit there, get stuck in the pops, and just like jackpot, progress. So that's number 2. For Whom the Bell Tolls, we watched Sammy do an extraordinary job building through it. Fade to black is number 2. That's going to be switches. Battery, number 3. Sparky. And Inner Sandman, the last and, just from what I hear, least favorite of everybody, is it's kind of a treasure hunt.
It sounds like Can I Play with Madness on Premium and LE Iron Maiden.
Okay. Definitely haven't made it there. I'm going to take your word for it.
It's not hard to get to. It's 3 Tomb Treasures, and it's not bad.
But kind of punished for not making shots and rewarded greatly for making lit shots?
It starts with three arrows. Every time you flip, it moves it 1 left or one right. You just have to hit the lit arrow.
Interesting.
So it's a little bit of prediction. It's
Yeah.
a little bit of set it up, flip a couple times.
Because
and
if
you're
you're cradling and aiming for a lit arrow, you've got to compensate for the aimed shot.
And now do it in multi-ball.
Ooh.
It's fun. It's really fun.
Is that legit when the machine goes, "Can I play with madness?"
Yep.
All right. Now I know when it happens. I've heard it before. I didn't know what I was doing.
So no look now, but we've got Joey in.
Whoa, crank it up lit, fuel running.
And just, nope, still running.
Lady Justice.
Lady Justice. Oh, and a bit of a nudge to tilt it out. Disappointing.
Still, dude, that was amazing. All right.
Certainly putting pressure on Dwayne here.
Metallica alone puts pressure on Dwayne because Dwayne's always Dwayning his balls. And
My mom's in the chat for that pun, just so you know.
Good.
She makes it all the time.
Well, listen.
From the story.
If I was not named Dwayne, would pinball have been my sport lifestyle.
It's a way to look at it.
Yeah. I am going to let the tilt bob settle because I really want my crank it up, and I've got to catch Sammy, and all right,
There
yeah.
you go.
So I need a Lord 98 mil to catch player 2, and a little under 20 mil, no, over 21 mil to catch Joe. And I want to make that happen, especially after ball 2. That was disrespectful. Metallica was quite rude to me. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, Dwayne taking one more sip of beer before stepping up to collect exactly 97 million out of this ball. And I think I said that just loud enough for him to have heard me. Okay, ball in play. Tries to go for, some machines have a nice, cheeky little, full plunge. Let the ball do a double dead bounce and up into the scoop. Didn't get it, but does hit it on the first attempt. So, enter Sandman. Dwayne Marchand stepping away, taking another sip of beer here. And we're off. So let's see what happens. There is a little over 2 million. Where's his shot? Shot on the left ramp, and now they are going wild. Let's see if the pops give him a good one. Looks like it's on the left side. Targets and orbits. And now off to the right side. Picks up a target, drains down the middle, disappointing. He says he's cursed. It's a tough break to Dwayne Marchand. Couldn't quite catch Joey. So, I got it, Dwayne. I got it.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to.
Alright.
I was saying
So-
how long our round, that was only a 35-minute round. Metallica.
Oh, PBR, that'll go a little quicker.
Move to PBR. How did I even end up with you all winners?
Luck of the draw.
Yeah, pinball gods are punishing us. So, all right, round 2 is live. PBR is gonna be Sammy, Dwayne, Jameson, Jeff, and on Iron Maiden, Matt, Joe, Linda. We're gonna slide to PBR. Everyone gets started as you're there.
Okay, so with standings here real quick, congratulations to Jeff and Sammy for their first place. I think something got screwed up because Joey... Hey Dwayne, we gotta fix something. I somehow put you above Joey.
Well, that's not right. Did
Yeah,
you
we
close
need
it?
to. I did. Fuck. I am sorry. I'm sorry.
I knew that didn't fucking make sense. Alright, it's gonna be a redraw on players. Alright, Joe, you're taking my place on PBR. I will be taking your place on Maiden. I will adjust points now.
I got it pulled up.
No, I did not. No, you got second.
Do you put in the number or do you put in the change?
No, it should be the change.
Fuck. Okay. So, Dwayne Marchand, -2. Star 1. Joey, +2.
So he should have had 5. I should have had 3. I'm on Maiden. All right, so just like that,
Save
and
adjustment?
then go to rounds. Save adjustment. -2 +2. Yes. Modify. Change. Select. Joe. Yes. And Joe Dwayne. Modify.
Modify players.
Joe. Yes.
Okay.
That is accurate.
So consider this equivalent exchange. I'm teaching Dwayne how to stream. He's teaching me. Another one? What do we got?
Look at the Matthew. It's Harrison, not Stapleton.
Oh!
Deactivate. Add player. All the way to, yeah, you should go slide down, it's all mine. Matt, Stapleton, add, and Matt's points currently are 1. Yes.
We're super legit, y'all. We do this all the time.
This has never ever happened before, ever in the history of anything.
I forget literally where I just was.
Go to standings. Will he be in there? Let me refresh it. Shouldn't be. Okay. I will get the rest before we move.
Well, I can hold this if you want to get it. Wasn't there.
Players, that's right. Players.
Ah, adjust points. That's where it was. Yep.
Wish there was a thing just to straight up remove him.
Yeah.
I feel terrible about that. Matthew Harris, you know I love
Just
you
hit
so
the
much.
up one, down one. Yeah, speaking, yeah, that's a good point. Shout out to Matthew Harrison. I believe he's out of Charlotte. I've only ever seen him out of Charlotte.
He's an Ari regular, and I take full blame for that.
Nope, hold on, because we got to add one for Stapleton, right?
Yes.
Up one. Okay, should be good to go.
And Matthew will not be submitted to those results. I'll get you pulled out. Awesome job.
Refresh those. There we go. Now it looks right. And now we can finally move the rig. So we're going to go away. Up to 15 viewers. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We certainly really appreciate it, even as we are floundering a little bit. But you know, that's all right. Still having fun. And thank y'all for joining us. We will be right back. Might have forgotten at this point in all the chaos, but we are at PBR. It looks like I am kicking off this disaster. So here we go.
So yeah, man, Def Leppard.
Tonight, do not close or probably way down.
It's alright. It's a big apron, but that's alright. It's a weird game. So score cam. A little further. So, by the way, for all of y'all in the chat, if you have Amazon Prime, please give us a subscription here. We have our new project. We're looking to go wireless finally, and we have a few ways to do it. And any donations, any support is going to make a hell of a difference. So, and if you have Amazon Prime, it's free. So, something to keep an eye out for. Thank you all so much for the follow, for the support. I think we have everyone here, so I'm going to get the show on the road.
Alright. Well, that was a lot of fun. Walking up. Samuel, you were playing that whole time?
I mean, I started a little late.
This is solid ball one.
300 something.
Fantastic. Very well done. Very well done.
Oh no. Follow it up with that.
Gotta love that PBR's just got some real cheeky shit to say, everyone.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather have 3 lucky balls than 2 blue ones at work-a-dook-a-doo. And on and on and on. My favorite, though, is one of their dangers. Their danger one is, don't be a dick. Which I agree with. Just, if you're out there in general, anybody, doesn't matter who you are, just don't be a dick. Be kind. Be kind, be humble, be pleasant. Jeff, you're up on Peeber. Is that my Peeber? That's yours? Mystery here somewhere for somebody.
Oh well. So V, this one is definitely new school, old school. I'm a big fan. I know a lot of people aren't. It took a long while to grow on me, but I don't know, you kind of get used to the baby flippers. Eventually, you kind of figure out like how to aim, how to control. You gotta relearn some of your skills, and that's a really important skill for classics as well, which, again, this is a very old school machine with a new school feel. So yeah, anyway, so here comes Jeff. Looks like got a bullseye there, up to 550. He's having a good game. Up into the slings. The slings can be a little bit deadly. Oh, and just like that, there's an out lane. He walks away, goes back to playing Willy Wonka. I will step up to my ball too and hope for the best. unfortunately, it took too dangerous there early on. Couldn't quite make a move on it there. Save it out of the middle, much as I would have liked to. I guess I probably should have. There's no bonus on this machine, but anyway, Jerry the Fab Stickman up with 24, and then shoots it into the 200-point scoop. Collects 2 lanes there right in a row. So down, but certainly not out for his ball 1. And there it is. Now he has all 4 of those lanes lit. And he gets another chance at the skill shot. Bad ball 1, but suddenly things are turning around. Takes a long plunge, tries to bring it back. Didn't quite make it back to the 200 skill shot. But we're underway. That's a bullseye up to 600. I always want to say million after that, but no, it's just 600, 650. There's another 200 up to 8. Oh, didn't quite get his last lane there. Oh, good bounce off the post. Another good bounce off the post. I'm gonna see if I can watch this right here. Oh my God, what a move. Very well played. And hey, good news, my replays are working again. Very excited about that.
Take that ball.
We replayed it. I got my replays working again, so.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. That was a hell of a move. That was well played. So meanwhile, Jameson's stepping up, and unfortunately, that is an all too common move with these baby flippers. Looking for a little bit of that control. You can normally just kind of hold the button up, hold the flipper up, and it comes to a rest. Unfortunately, on this machine, it is just enough momentum to bounce a little bit too far. So. Anyway, not entirely sure. Jeff is off playing a different machine. Someone's going to have to go grab him. Jeff. So, we're going to go grab Jeff. He is stepping up to the game now. And so it's what? Player 4, ball 2. So good plunge, lights another lane, lights another pop bumper. Oh, flirting with that 200 scoop, couldn't quite make it. And getting a lot of love in the pops. There's another lane, 2 more lanes, both reds are lit, got 1 blue to go. He's almost up to 1,000, almost walked away from it there, thinking it was going into the out lane. Last second hop, keeping it in. Oh, and some good patience there. Up over 1,200 bullseye from there. This ball might put Jeff into the lead. So there's another bullseye up to 1,500. Very, very good ball. There's his last lane lit. That scoop is now worth big money. Oh, and a brick shot to an out lane. Jeff just kind of saying, I'm over it. But still, very, very good ball. And certainly gives me a lot to shoot for. So here we go. Well, 400 points out of a house ball isn't the worst thing that could have possibly happened, but it certainly wasn't what I wanted. So that puts Jeff pretty, well, not free and clear, but Victor Lefebvre. Got 900 right now. Can't quite get the skill shot or the only lit lane he has left. So he's going to have to put the ball back up top, hope for the best. Oh, and that is the exact same train we saw from Jameson. Unfortunately, that will only be good for third place. So Jameson stepping up with a lot of work to do here. So let's see where he goes. Good plunge into an unlit lane, lights his second blue lane. He's got one more to go himself. Just bring the ball to a flipper, that's all you want. Although a little bit of pop love never hurt too. Oh, that was a very good shot there. Maybe a bit of a mistake, but the ball bounced off the bottom of the flipper, I think, and then off the post. Oh, and he does it twice in a row. Can't quite come back. Showing the PBR, he is drinking. Jeff, I think he won. So, anyway, so we are waiting on Jeff once again. Not sure where he is or what he's doing, but pretty sure he has the win. I will let him step up and take a look just in case. Let's see how he does. Oh, and unfortunately he doesn't do much of anything, but that's all right. He is in a very nonchalant mood tonight.
Use the clicker buttons and put in your initials. Please look at the micro display on the lower left corner of the instruction card to enter your initials. If responsible.
Okay, so we have Jeff in the lead, then Sammy, then Joey, and then... Oh my god, that's a lot of J's. So Jeff, Sammy, Joey, Jameson. There we go. Okay. Dwayne is making a face, but it looks like Iron Maiden is not done, but might be wrapping. Ball 3.
Player 3, ball 2.
Player 3, ball 2. Never mind. I don't think we're going to move the stream. Let's go to standings for now. Come on, standings. There we go. So, congratulations to Jeff. 2 wins. Sammy with first and the second. Joey with second and third. Then Jameson with a third and fourth. I think. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway. So, we're waiting on Iron Maiden. We got a ways to go. In the meantime, just one more time, want to big shout out to Reboot. Thank them so much for everything they do. If you're in the vicinity, free play pinball every Wednesday for the entirety of however long they're open. So certainly come on out, have a good time, play for free. Bartenders are amazing, and we love it here. So thank y'all so much. Things to keep track of going forward. We are still waiting on some updates from Boxcar, but we think we can get a sponsored stream with them. We would absolutely love it. They want a weekly league. We want a weekly league. We want more pinball, and we want more opportunities to stream. So, looking forward to that. We will see what happens there. But yeah, hopefully some good things are in the works. Other things, other tournaments of note, Carolina Pinball Championship Series is underway once again. And big news for them, they have a new sponsor joining, none other than Spooky Pinball themselves. So very, very excited for that. Big shout out to Kaylee Campbell, one of my good friends. Find it on Facebook. find it at the Papa domain, somewhere online. You can Google it. Amazing tournaments, absolutely incredible. We really enjoy having them. Excellent players, excellent venues. It's a traveling event. Kaylee runs an amazing tournament. So if you're in the area, North and South Carolina or anywhere nearby, look it up. It's an amazing tournament, definitely worth your time. And again, congratulations for the Spooky Pinball sponsorship. Very, very excited for that. If you are here in November, once again, we are going to be streaming from Flipper's OBX Pinball Bash. Used to be a Pro Circuit tournament. We certainly hope it gets back there. It's certainly an amazing venue, has quite the reputations. Once again, literally best players in the world have been going and competing, and got to rub elbows with a few of them. That was my inaugural stream commentary, and so that holds a special place in my heart for that. So yeah, that's sort of where all of this kicked off back in the day, a long time ago now. Yeah, that's most of the exciting news. One more time, if you have not heard it, please go support the Backbox Pinball Podcast. Tell them Sammy sent them. Tell them Sammy sent you. Amazing, wonderful people. Very, very glad to have been interviewed, to have an episode up there, and really, really just, they're amazing people and definitely worth your support. So if you can, huge shout out to them. Go support them. Go listen to the episodes. Great times are had by all. So, with all of that said, it looks like we are moving on to player 2, ball 3. I think I'm going to bring you some bonus pinball and bring you some Pabst Can Crushers. So let's move back over here and let's play another game, shall we? me just casually put up 1600 on ball 1 after the tournament, of course. Oh, Geek Gamer, thank you so much for the raid. So glad to have you here. What were y'all playing tonight? Let me know in the chat. Okay, folks, looks like Iron Maiden has ended. I will make sure scores get in here in just a moment and see what's going on. Okay, just casual 3600, high score number 1 after the round that matters, but you know, that's alright. Hey Matthew, what happened? What do we got?
It was Dwayne, me, Linda. Dwayne had a good comeback ball 3
Awesome.
in Athens.
Okay. So let me close that round. Let me start the new one. Looks like we're going to Willy Wonka. So we've got Joey, Jeff, Dwayne, and Sammy on Willy Wonka. On Stranger Things, we have Linda, Jameson, Matthew. We're on Stranger Things.
Results.
We have results.
We do. Oh no, we're ready for next round.
We're ready for next round.
Oh. All right.
And I casually put up 3,600 with no free ball game after the game that mattered.
Was it bonus pinball? Did we get
Bonus
to watch it?
pinball.
I get to
Oh,
watch
yeah.
it later. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, round 3 is live. Willy Wonka is going to be by the colored dots. I can't do it. No, you're good. Player order.
Joey,
Joe, Jeff, Dwayne, Sammy. On Willy Wonka and Stranger Things will be Linda, Jameson, Matt.
there you have it, folks. So we are going to move the rig, and we will be
And I did
right
figure
back.
out how to completely eradicate Matt.
Okay, folks, we are back. It's almost as if we're getting better at this every week. Slowly but surely, we are doing the thing. So I am getting in Dwayne's way here and updating the rounds.
Never, huh? I actually appreciate it. I'm always looking in silly spots.
Okay.
And if we hard zoom out, the squirkin might not be that bad, Sammy. 'Cause the last two have
We
not
are
been.
hard zooming it. Whoop, that's the exposure. That was not the button I wanted. Hard zoom out. So tilt me up and I'll zoom back in. Just tilt me up just a little bit. Little lopsided, but it'll work.
Joe, Jeff, Dwayne, Sammy.
Joe, Jeff, Dwayne, Sammy.
Ready to rock?
Yep. Line 'em up, buddy. Yep, and then I would say up. Perfect. That's the one. It's beautiful.
Look at us doing the thing.
Yeah.
We're legit now.
Professionals. There was no TD issues here tonight. We submitted
Hey.
results and put the right players in.
It was all planned. It was. I have been teaching you, streaming stuff. You are now teaching me tournament directing. It's like all of the little nitty-gritty match play details that I've never seen.
We're kind of split flippering, building the triad, and I adore that.
Me too.
So Sean, Peter, and I had met up recently, and we chose to play Stranger Things and play Split Flipper only. Not bad. We almost got up to 200 mil
Oh yeah.
one game. And Split Flipper karaoke, but you can only do duets while you're playing.
That's awesome.
Islands in the stream with your player. All right. How more distracting can we get? How absurd can little silly formats go? I think we've got an infinite amount of possibilities here. Joe, walking away. I'm sorry. Let's watch and talk the pinball. Jeff Leone looks like he's.
I will say real quick, I still remember putting up like 170 on Aerosmith's Split Flipper.
Really?
You and me and I'm blanking on his name now. Jonathan. And we were like
Jonathan
rotating.
Hughes rotating on the other game while we were playing. See, hey, Fox, this has been so long, and Jonathan Knight, I miss you so much. I did not get to bid farewell. I think he had to relocate from living in North Carolina, but yeah, that was a lot of fun, and we just kept on swapping out. It was like a stall ball split flipper.
Hell of a game.
It was. The biggest thing, if you're going to do split flipper, communication.
Oh yes. And side note to that, know the terms, because if you have a term for one thing and somebody else has a different term for the same thing, you don't have time to figure it out halfway through the move.
So Jeff has brought in his Slugworth multi-ball. So Slugworth is going to be a ramp, captive ball. Ramp, captive ball for jackpot. Ramp, captive ball for jackpot. But it's stackable. You have endless options of bringing in a kid, bringing in a gobstopper, bringing in a playfield, bringing in a factory mode, bringing in a captive ball mode. Well, actually Slugworth is a captive ball mode, so you cannot, I don't know if you can bring in another. You may be able to, and Wonk is a lot to keep up with.
Started his 15-second ball saver. I thought
That's going to be helpful with ball 2 locked. One more shot to the gobstopper. He can bring in gobstopper into that. Whoa. Get that one back.
No, he is not.
Slugworth total 246. He's sitting at $500,000. Not shabby at all, and goes right into Gobstopper. Nice. So, key thing now is going to be Orbit Playfield Multiplier. He does have one kid ready and one more kid to collect. Whether you take one, I think this is the most interesting thing about kid multi-balls is, do you want 5 little multi-balls? Or do you want one big multi-ball with all 5 kids? You can play it as it's literally just unfolding to you as the machine goes. A lot of options.
Sometimes you've got your 5X running and you just want something out of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can save your 5X and just collect all your kids and stack them all together that way.
Absolutely.
You know?
Kids, Slugworth, and Gobstopper are pretty much extensions of themselves.
Yes.
And you can, if you daisy chain them just right, everything. You can see that there's 2 clusters of 3 dotted circles. Those are Jeff's magnets, and they have been laying into him throughout the duration of both of his multi-balls.
Jeff starting a Super Jet, starting a 3X playfield.
Picks up the jackpot. Right. Nice work.
Left outlane ball save there.
Currently has a 3X playfield, double Wonka bars, and welcome to the factory running. So 15 seconds left on those for any of the things that you activate from the TV, which is factory modes, captive ball modes, and playfield multipliers. You get 30. So he's still got 10 seconds of that. He's not pleased, but he's walking away a little under 2 million.
It's a hell of a ball one.
Really is. And the way Wonka goes, that could be
Never
enough.
know. You never know.
Player 3, correct? Let's screw up anything else.
So 12 step, making sure he is player 3. Yes, you are, buddy. We got some things down. So right into his big points, right into, his lit his 2X super, lit a golden egg room, lit a 2X Wonka bar, now is lit a lock. Let's see if he takes it. Trying for it, I'm not sure if he was early or late, but that bar switch that comes down, deflecting it away, there he is, Dwayne playing with his food there, just tip of the flipper trying to get control, finally just backhands it and says, screw it. This is what I want anyway. I don't need control. So does not go for plunging the scoop there, but does go for his second lock. So maybe now he plunges. Maybe now he starts his 5X in all of his modes and says, okay, now that I'm set up. Oh, and he didn't quite make it. Didn't quite make the skill shot either. Looks like hits a captive ball. Oh, and down he goes. Still, very well set up. Very good ball one. You got this. Let's see if I got this.
All right, player 1, ball 1, 2.4 thousand. Jeff, 1.76 million. Dwayne, 62,000. And Sammy walks up with the skill shot, sitting at 20 and climbing. Let's see what all she's bringing to the table. Lights a lock, locks a ball, is going to wait for that ball to kick back out from the little Gobstopper VUK that feeds into your plunge lane. Hey, Drew. Man, I miss you so much. I guess I'll see you Saturday or Sunday. Hopefully sooner as opposed to later. But nice to see you in the chat again. I miss you. And did I read things wrong, or did you swap out Rush for Ninja Turtles at your house? I did not get to go visit you for Rush. Do I want to visit you for Ninja Turtles? Yes, I do. I miss you, Drew. Come see me. Yeah. Oh, trust me, my friend. I hear you there. But
we love you. We're always with you in spirit, and I guarantee we'll see you soon. Joey walking up, player 1, ball 2. Gets a quick lock. Ball 2. One more hit to the gobstopper. Ball 3 lock will be ready. Currently no kids lit at the left, but he does have one ready at the captive ball. Picks off a ramp from the right flipper. Very nicely done. Lights that third lock. Looking for a little bit of control. Opens the flipper just a second early. Lets out a debilitating and cannot blame him. So Jeff, the only person who did the things that we all want to do on Wonka. Ball 1 is stepping up ball 2. Sitting at 1.7. He's got his super lock lit, and if he can find it, he's stealing that Wonka Vader. If you look on the screen, there's two little he got it. All right, so right now, any 6 jackpots will revert everything to the gobstopper. For every ball that you have in play, you need a gobstopper to open it, gobstopper lock. If you have 3 balls in play, gobstopper open it, gobstopper lock, and your last ball will need to be another Wonka Vader shot. That will send you to phase 2. Phase 2, more difficult. Jeff picking off these jackpots left and right, sitting a little under 2 million. He does have the Wonka Vader ready. And 3 balls in play, so he does have to do that. Did he lose 2 or 1? He lost. Ooh.
Did he lose?
No. Got the super jack. He had 1 locked. Very well done. So now we're on to phase 2. Phase 2, there are 8 main jackpot shots lit. You have to pick off 6 and do the same thing. And then if you can collect the second super jackpot, that is your golden ticket for Wonka Vader. I can tell you from experience, the last ones you're going to be trying to pick off are either the kid multi-ball start shot or the upper left side ramp. They are intense, and especially in multi-ball, if you don't get them just right.
And unfortunately for Jeff, he had 2 down the middle back to back.
But he's got his super jackpot ready. He's got 1 locked in the gobstopper, I believe. Oh, no, you're right. Is he out of it?
I think he's out of it, and I think he just has another super lit.
Okay, yes.
So maybe he avoid that shot and hope a couple other players start locking shots and can't collect. Certainly something to think about.
Still, sitting a little under 3 million, 2.8, and plenty going on. He's got multiple kits stacked, and currently 3 kits stacked, and there it is. 1, 2, 3, and just 3. 1 lit at the captive ball, with 1 ball already ready for gobstopper. There we go. That's the daisy chain. This is the stack of where you can endlessly just seam in and out of multi-balls, multipliers, factory modes, captive ball modes, and Wonka is unpredictable, and sometimes you'll look up and just be like, really? I did that off that? That was terrible. Or really? I did that off that? That was fucking immaculate. Look at me go. Hard ball to follow. Jeff putting the pressure on.
Absolutely.
Kudos, Jeff. I'm going to pass this off to Sammy. I do need to run to the little men's room.
Go for it.
And I think I'm on deck.
You are on
curse the
deck.
commentary. Hopefully he drains right now.
So, yeah, certainly don't want to follow this ball, but luckily I don't have to. That is up to Dwayne, so I can say that now that he's not in the commentary booth. So it looks like that left out lane saver is running out. Looks like 1 drain down the middle, so down to 2 balls maybe? Maybe down to 1. Sorry, maybe he's getting 1 back. Just fighting to stay alive there. A lot of breaks of that right ramp. So plaguing him a little bit, but I don't think any of them have really bit him. So now his drain down starts his 5X. Let's see what he's got on the table. Looks like he might have a super spinner. He's got captain ball lit. Oh, and there he goes. He will be disappointed to have lost his 5X. But honestly, this bonus is higher than some of our scores right now. So, 3.3 million after 2 balls. Oh, brutal. Jeff just absolutely dropping a hammer. And dropping the hammer after going 3 strikes in a 7-strike tournament on Sunday. So, congratulations, Jeff. Just absolutely on fire. Dwayne Marchand stepping up to a gobstopper multi-ball. Looks like he is trying to bring in some of his modes. He has a 4X super lit on the scoop, 2X Wonka bar lit, and a golden egg room lit. All he wants, there he goes. Now he gets to start all of them. That is mode points. That is 30 seconds of 4X playfield, and that is candy bars all at the same time. So let's see where he stands after this. Very, very well timed. Looks like he might have drained down the 2 balls. Nope, he gets one of those back because the outlane save was running. Oh, big move. Still no dangers though. Very, very well done. There's the gumball golden ticket. If I understand correctly, that is just somewhere in the playfield randomly, somewhere in one of the modes, never quite predicted. There's another gobstopper jackpot and immediately bringing in a kid multi-ball. That will probably extend the gobstopper as well. And we are right back into just shooting for jackpots. Trains down the middle, still under ball save. That will come back. There we go. Ball save is unlit at this point. Dwayne Marchand just plugging away here up to 1.1 million. Oh, and that might have been his second drain. Still in 2 balls, so maybe not entirely. Oh, he is going for his super jack. There he is. There he goes. So looking for a kid jackpot. I think he got it there. Super jackpot 600,000 up to 2.1 million. And that'll be 1 super lock, if not 2. Looks like he has another one lit. Just bring him the ball to a flipper, give him control. There he goes. Just trying to start a kid, I guess. Ooh. Almost made a mistake there, but recovers very nicely. Doesn't even take a danger. And just like that, I didn't even see it. Jeff drains out. Very good ball, sir. Good ball. Puts him within striking distance, and that's what's most important right now.
Okie dokes. Here we are. Player 4, ball 2, Willy Wonka, Sammy Bacon stepping up. Has a playfield multiplier ready at the TV. As does she have a factory mode. Nice little read on the return from the pops. Picks up her second ball lock. Let's see where she goes. She's going to use that kickback. I'm sure she would have slightly preferred to save it for later, but you can relight that at the gum targets, I believe. So there's also a TV mode, unlimited kickback. There is a 15-second ball saver to be had, which he currently has lit at the TV. Sammy wants Gobstopper, something fierce. Right. Joe, you're up.
Hey, I'm at 62, so you know. So yeah, for those of you following along at home, that is exactly what happens when you hesitate and you end up drop catching the ball when you didn't intend to. So, wanted a drop catch, decided to do a dead pass, and then, you know, just drop catch down the middle. So unfortunately, Joey will end at 21,000. And even he just walks away like, man, that was rough. And Joey, it certainly was. So here comes Jeff in a lead, but certainly not comfortable. 3.3 million. Let's see what he's going for. He is going for Oompa Loompa. Because of course he is. So Oompa Loompa will stop progress everywhere else on the playfield. You cannot bring in anything. But for a 2-ball multi-ball, points are points, and certainly can't complain about that. So it's got 9 jackpots, 8 jackpots until the Super Jack, up to 3.6 million. So, and he's going to be plugging away. Looks like he took a couple of drains there, but he's still under ball safe. There's another out lane. And one for the road, but that is going to be it. So, just under 500,000 out of his Oompa Loompa there. So, flirting with 400 million. Collects a skill shot at the scoop. Couldn't quite put it up that side ramp. And the slings can be a little bit dangerous, but he survives, takes another captive ball, and breaks a shot right down the middle. Slams the machine. Hard to slam a machine after 400 million, but oh well, here we are. So Dwayne Marchand is up. Here he comes, stepping up to the playfield. He says, I don't want to look at the score. I don't want to see what I have to catch. And honestly, I get that. You know, just play your game, shoot your shots. Don't worry about what everybody else has. You know you need to blow it up, so just blow it up. That's all there is to it. So, goes for the side ramp skill shot. Definitely gets it. Some good dead bouncing here. He's not sure what he wants. Taking a moment. Takes a captive ball. Uses that upper flipper to deflect it from going down the middle. Always a risk on this machine. You know, the pops and the captive balls really do not give you very friendly feeds. So here comes Dwayne. Fighting for control. Finally gets it with a cradle on the right flipper. Let's see where he goes. What's this kid? Of course he does. Multi-ball is multi-ball. Goes for a quick on the fly backhand. Not sure what he was going for, but didn't quite get it. Okay, back under control. Back on the right flipper. Let's see him nail it. No, he's going to post pass. He is going to go for his Oompa Loompa. So Jeff got about 400-some thousand out of it. Let's see what Dwayne can do here. So like I said, no progress for anything else. No playfield multipliers, no modes to stack with. You are just plugging away at jackpots until you can get to the super. 2-ball multi-ball. And so let's see how Dwayne handles it. Drains down the middle, but that's all right. That's under ball save. Looks like he's shooting his kid. There's that mean feed out of the pops. Oh, and just balls got in each other's way there. One strained down the middle, but the other one comes back. And there he goes. First shot. One kid, two kid, red kid, blue kid. And we are into multi-ball. I mean, I guess he's orange, but you know. I like my reference. Shut up. So, this multi-ball you can stack with progress. It is currently not lit, but playfield multiplier whenever you're ready. Gobstopper. All progress can be made. You can bring it in. You can start it. Not a problem. So 2 balls in play, maybe 3. That was an excellent dig there. There's the 3rd ball. Unfortunately, drains one. Just trying to get that one more lock. Bring in Gobstopper. Playing with it. There he goes. It's a good little nudge. Ball's got in their own way there again. You know, it's, just ramp reject down the middle. Couldn't bring in, couldn't extend. Up to 2.7 million, about $1 million behind. Certainly within reach for Dwayne. He knows this machine back and forth. He knows how to make it happen. All he needs is a little bit of control. He is doing everything he can, fighting the machine, fighting the slings, fighting the center drain. Just give him the ball. No, unfortunately, down the left out lane. He knew it. He saw it coming. Disappointing. Still, 2.7 million. Great game. I need to play an entire game to catch you. Understand that right now.
Sammy will be fine. All right. Sammy has 2 balls locked at Gobstopper. And her 3rd lit. Let's watch her not quite. All right, gonna bring in the 2X. And a factory mode was Golden Egg Room? Yes. So that will qualify the kid at the captive ball. Still, you want that there. It's the ball save. She did pick up her 15-second ball save timer. It's now out, and we're off to Gobstopper. Very nicely done, Sammy. Has burned off that 2X playfield. Kind of a double-edged blade. It's out of the way, which means if she lights another, it's only going to be a 3, a 4, or a 5X. So that is something to look forward to. The really, really high-scoring stuff is, it's paramount to have one of those 3, 4, or 5X. Even the 2, twice the points you were getting for everything you're doing on this machine is well worth it. And I know Sammy. She's not going to be giving in. All right, is in the Wonka Wash Frenzy. Nice separation. Very well done. My good old friend Abel just came up and patted me on the back. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good, good. It's good to see you. It's been much too long, as it always is.
I know. I came for that support.
Hell yeah. Much appreciated. Sammy with a nice ski slope over to the left, and now looks like she got an atta-ball at 606. First chasing 2.7 to catch second place. Picks off a jackpot. Unfortunately, her playfield X had expired, so still, points there. She's got multi-ball. She's got all the things going. Sitting at 699. No. So Jeff taking the win. And we're going to input some results and move on to round 4 and hope that there is a 5. Sammy, well played. That whole thing was freaking brutal. Jeff, Dwayne, Sammy, Joe, correct. Stranger Things results. It was Linda, Jameson, Matt. Tom, do you know? Matt, Jameson, Linda. Matt, Jameson, Linda.
Someone's got to stop Jeff here.
Right? Jeff has been unstoppable, and hooray, lucky us, we get the chance on Family Guy. So round 3 is done, round 4 is live. Family Guy is going to be Dwayne, Matt, Sammy, Jeff. Iron Maiden is going to be Joe, Linda, Jameson. All right. And we're going to slide right over, and we will BRB. Thank you all for joining us. We greatly appreciate it. Going to move this rig and bring you all Shrek Senior.
Shrek Senior, I like that. Okay. So once again, y'all, thank you so much for joining us. This is going to be our last round of the evening. Almost assuredly, 15 minutes before 9 o'clock. If you have not followed, please give us a follow. Every little bit helps. If you have Amazon Prime or just out of the goodness of your heart, please subscribe. Every little bit is going to making us wireless. That is our next big project. We have a few ways we'd like to go about it, but that'll certainly free us up to start streaming and streaming really well for some of the bigger tournaments. CPCS, Flippers. Hopefully if I can bring all this to Chicago, maybe Chicago, you know, we can go from there. So, big thank y'all for coming out and joining us. And like Dwayne said, we're gonna move to some Family Guy. Don't go away. Which means back to adjustments. Oh man, of all the tables, I really don't want to play with these bugs. This has got to be the one. Okay, so. Everything set up just a little bit better. And Dwayne is going to bring you some Family Guy. So a few changes we've made on Family Guy. So Stewie Pinball is disabled, so that will certainly help speed things up a little bit. So Stewie Pinball is disabled. Death is disabled. So that will not come up.
Sammy Jet.
So, got some awfully loud machines behind me, so I hope y'all can hear me. Here we go. Dwayne picking off the death target. Probably not what he was going for, but that's all right. Goes for his Chris, goes for the crazy monkey. Couldn't quite get it, but that's all right. A little bit late on that, a little bit late, but does hit the side scoop at least. So that'll be a couple bonus spins. Okay, I'm glad, Drew. Glad you can hear me. So unfortunately, Dwayne will drain out at just under $500,000. I'm gonna try to adjust just a little bit further and really make sure that that we're not cutting anything off. There we go. So Matthew getting his skill shot here. Getting some TV spins and right down the middle. Takes a danger doing it. Not a whole lot of ball save on this game, so that did not come back.
See if I can squeeze these thrips too. Well, battery's not too bad, is it?
Well, probably.
I'm gonna get it in now.
I will be right back, world.
Forgive me.
All right, Sammy. Sitting player 3, ball 1 on some Family Guy. Player 1, 545. Player 2, 925. Sammy chipping it away. All right, so she's looking hardcore for that target she just hit. There's a dead end target at that left, not technically an orbit, so a left lane, because it does not orbit back around. It does orbit back from the right, but dead end target, that's going to build Chris value. You can see the 5 rectangles, which she has 2 lit at the left ramp. Every time you hit that, that is building value towards your crazy Chris. Your next goal, especially with the Stewie mini playfield not being active, is going to be get enough spins to qualify Lois for TV modes. If you can do all these things with all the powers combined, you can still have a decent game on Family Guy. Eat. Nope, worse. Oh, come back here, you. Beautiful. So now you can see Stewie. Stewie is not active, but Stewie is there. Jeff! He's a-comin', he's a-comin'. He's in a very fantastic mood this evening because work's treating him very well, just like the rest of us pinball enthusiasts who gotta work our day jobs still. Gets a skill shot. So goes for the lowest spins. Again, get those lowest spins in the right orbit. That is what's going to light your mode. There are 2 or 3 modes that are ideal. You cannot bring in Stewie Pinball. You can spam Stewie Pinball for $1 million plus 1.25 plus 1.5, 2.5 every time, and I'm up. Player 2, ball 1. It's anybody's game.
Anybody's game. One player broke $1 million, that would be myself, but that does not mean very much. Especially not when all of these players can go up and just, you know, casually put up 20, 50, 80 million. You know, everybody's done it. Everybody's capable of it. So we will certainly see what's going on. lighten his TV on that last shot. Oh, it takes a danger, but does save the ball from training down the middle. Couldn't do it twice in a row, though. So just shakes his head. It's like, oh my God, really? I am not up. I am player 3. So Matt is up with a very trippy shirt. He has a very trippy shirt. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks cool. I like it.
Shirt? Yes.
Oh, he did what I did on ball 1. Just so close to that skill shot.
Nice little tap on the right to keep it.
Skillfully upper flippers to that to the plunge lane. Really late ball save there. So very fortunate there.
A few far and in between on here. It's always on the cusp. Like you're
Always.
walking away and it's like, no, ball save, and you run back, or you're like, I think I got that, and it shows your bonus reel.
Yep.
All right,
spin
so
there.
that noise, that's his TV lit. His current TV mode is Good Old Boys, one of the best ones you can have, and he
There he
goes right
goes.
into it. He's gonna light his orbits and ramp and the inner sneaky little shot for hella points that build and build and build. He is one dead-end target away from bringing in his Crazy Chris. So one left lane will qualify that, and one left ramp will activate it. If he can chase the beer can is the Brian target, which is the center flashing red rectangle. That's his multi-ball. The easier of the two if you don't want some ill feeds off of some drop targets. So, either way, he
Speaking
can
of, there is a completion of the drop target.
row, picking up 900,000 a pop. Activates Crazy Chris. Oh, beautiful shit.
Gorgeous. We're watching that again.
Yes,
Here we
I want to see that again.
go. Completion, sets it to the out lane. Whoop.
That's going to be
There
a
it
clip.
is.
Phenomenal.
Perfect touch.
Very
One
well
danger.
Just like that. Matt's up to 14.1, and this, I'm sad to admit, is all you're going to see from Family Guy. Get into a mode, bring in a Crazy Chris. If you're fortunate enough, bring in the That was a great ball.
Very good ball.
Huh?
I didn't realize I got that many points.
Whoa!
Oh yeah.
Matt, step over to the booth and explain to the world how you didn't realize you blew it up ball 2 on Family Guy.
Well, I know Crazy Chris is the strat, but I don't play this game very much, so I don't really know how lucrative it is.
blame
Say you don't play it enough, yet you're actually, this is probably your best game here. I'm serious,
Crazy
too.
Chris is it's one of those stackers. Like you bring it into a mode, you bring it into a multi-ball, but that was very well played. Nice job. Oh, thank you so much for clipping that. We got a clip on that that right out lane save too.
Yeah,
that pop was fucking sexy.
I don't think I
with
deserved
only
it.
one danger too, dude. Nice. All right, so let's catch up with Sammy. Stop gabbing with Matt, but. Right. If you come in that left in-lane rollover and it's lit, you get double lowest value. That can be good, and as Sammy is showing you, it is good. She's in the Ipecac contest. For Ipecac contest, you need to hit Chris, Peter, Brian, and Stewie, because during the episode, when they all took Ipecac and destroy the house, those were the ones. So Sammy, just like that, picking up a replay on free play night, 10.3 mil. Very, very nice ball. There's some progress now. Crazy Chris is lit. So spam-worthy notes for Crazy Chris. You can hit the left lane dead-end target 5 times and shoot the ramp once. You're in it. You can also go for value and hit the dead end, hit the ramp, hit the dead end, hit the ramp. But Sammy calls her shot at Matt Stapleton. I am coming for you.
and walks away from 14.5. Jeff punching in 846, and suddenly we've got a semi-competitive game on Family Guy. It is possible. Alrighty. Player 1, ball 3.
Player 1, ball 3. And, you know, Dwayne says semi-competitive, but again, anyone can blow this game up. Everyone has blown this game up. All it takes is one ball. And normally you kind of say that and it's just like, oh yeah, okay, whatever, buddy. But, I mean, this is North Carolina. There are no easy tournaments in North Carolina. So Dwayne getting the Ipecac contest, that's same mode I had. Starts his Lard multi-ball as well. That is certainly going to help bring some stuff in, bring in the points. So train down the middle, but that should be coming back here. So another train down the middle should still be coming back. So we will see. It's a little bit hard to tell what the ball save is with that death target not being activated, but still flashing. So there's another train. That, no? I think I heard the kick out. Yep. Still in multi-ball. Very, very long ball save on this. Up to 3 balls now. So, that's it. He is stacked his fart multi-ball with everything else. That is going to restart that ball save. Trying to get his Crazy Chris here. So fart multi-ball looks like he's up to 8 million. You know, the multi-balls aren't necessarily the most valuable things in the world, but they will certainly stack very well. Collects a danger there, but still alive. Another move, gets away scot-free on that one. Extra ball for $500,000. Stewie Pinball's ready. That's another million and change ready whenever he wants it. Unfortunately, 17.1 million. He might be in the lead with that ball. Oh, so close still. Takes second for now. So, good ball, Dwayne. Putting the pressure on. Putting the pressure on me, certainly on Jeff. No easy tournaments.
Definitely not Matt.
We'll find out. So at this point, Matt is just trying to build a lead. He does not trust me. He does not trust Jeff. You know, with the amount and just the incredible balls that Jeff has had, I wouldn't trust him either. Unfortunately, Stapleton takes a quick train there, and we will see what I can do. I only need 3 million. Let's see if I can do it.
All right, Sammy Bacon picks up the ball save, starts the Crazy Chris, very nice. So 15.9. All right, Crazy Chris is a highly lucrative mode. All of your main arrows build and build and build from 400 and beyond. Say you pick up a left in lane, 2x lowest shot, that's 800. Points to be had. 2x bonus multiplier from the stand-ups up top. 18.1, so Sammy sitting comfortably in first place. Very nice, very nice. All right, gets a beer can. She will need 2 more beer can shots to start whichever beer can mode is lit, and currently it is Oh, I can't even read it from here. It's a mystery. It's not large jackpot. That's the only red one. I think it might be collect beers. All right, lights are next TV mode. Very well done. Solidifies first place. Even better. Picks up a pinball litter from the Pirate Mystery. Falls into TV mode, and that is gonna be good old boys. So, orbits, ramps, all of the points.
Love you. Jeff, you want to take over? I'm going to walk Mom out.
Sure.
All right, thank you.
Sammy with the evil monkey shot. And another good old boy shot. Nice pinball combo. Good old boy is still going strong. 27 seconds left, and there's another shot for a quick million. Oh, unfortunately, straight down the middle. But a very, very good ball, and takes first place.
I've been playing pretty well, but everybody else has been playing better, so
I'll probably get a quick down the middle.
we'll find out. Okay, well that is certainly exactly what I needed. Jeff starting his lard multi-ball, which I think it defaults to lard on ball 3 if you have not played a multi-ball, and so certainly take advantage of it while you can. So drains out, yep, drains out, up to 4 million, but you know, certainly a steep hill to climb here. Again, he can certainly do it. Just a matter of chopping that wood. So, oh, couldn't quite hold on to it. Bit of a flipper fumble. There we go. Ball saved to catch up there. And that will do it for Family Guy. So we had Sammy, Matthew, Dwayne, Jeff. Save results. So I will not close the round, but I think I can bring you some standings anyway. So this is what it looks like for now. Jeff with 22, Sammy with 22, Dwayne Marchant with 18, Matthew Stapleton with 17, Joey with 16, Jameson with 15, Linda Marchant with 4, and Matthew Harrison did not show up. But we made a mistake, so there he is anyway. So those are your standings for tonight. Kind of waiting on Dwayne, see if we're going to do one more or if we're going to call it for the evening. So we will certainly find out. Oh, okay. Using my voice too much, it's kind of a problem. Okay, so time to fill dead air. Always fun. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in, coming out. Big shout out to all of our players. You know, we've had some really consistent turnout this week, this month, this league. It's been pretty amazing. Matthew Stapleton stepping up and saying, you know what, we're not done yet. So, bit of bonus pinball. So engaging in a little bit of banter with fellow pinball fans. So, okay, here we go. Woo. That was a good little save there. We've been great out. Thank you so much, Jack. I'm really glad you could join us. I think it's been a little while since you've been able to. Not sure if Boyo is there, but if he is, say hi for me. Hope he enjoyed it as well. Matthew Stapleton plugging that scoop when it is not lit for anything. Not sure if he was going for the spinner, maybe going for Stewie. And going for that Crazy Chris to Crazy Evil Monkey, not Crazy Monkey. There he goes, shoot scoop, but that time it was lit, so that'll be $1 million. And back up to Crazy Chris. Looks like a couple drop targets down, couple to go. Those drop targets will build your way towards the multi-ball. Playing with the slings, really just fighting for control. On the fly, takes another drop target, has that uppermost one there. Plugs the scoop again. That one was failed catch, but there we go. Back under control. Has really dialed in that shot right between what he wants. There he goes. There he goes. Andy has found the monkey and finishes with Meg. Then back to the scoop. So there's a drop target completion. So now he's got 2 left for his multi-ball. Not very many left to get to Crazy Chris. And looks like his Stewie pinball is lit. That'll be worth $1 million and change this time. Increasing value every time you light it. So let's see, does he take his Crazy Chris or does he... yes, he does. So maybe now is when he goes for his modes? Maybe, possibly, I don't know. Some good patience there. Really waiting for things to go off the sling.
I'm guessing we got some bonus pinball action. What player are we on? Player 1, ball 1? Yeah, add me in. I'm down for some bonus Family Guy. That's all right. We're gonna rotate split flipper the last player. Yeah. You okay? Need some more water? Here. Talk to the world for a minute. Grab Sammy a water. I'll go play. I'll get you a water.
However you all want to do it. Come talk with me, Matthew. Actually, I'm going to go play and you can talk with me.
Okay, Matt here. Just playing an extra game of Family Guy because I felt like I needed some redemption. So it looks like Sammy's going for Crazy Chris. Building her Stewie pinball. There it is.
Matt, you had a nice little ball one, 7.8. 2.2 for Sammy. So Sammy has her TV mode lit. She has qualified enough spins from Lois to shoot into that scoop as long as pinball multi-ball is not active. She is building the dead end left lane for Crazy Chris, and this is Family Guy. So she currently needs one more left lane dead end target that will qualify Crazy Chris at the left ramp. You will always know because the left ramp will be flashing red.
So you have to hit that left ramp to actually start the frenzy mode.
You honestly don't have to hit the ramp at all. If you hit the left lane dead end target at the very end of the left lane, there's a stand up at the, at the extreme maximus back left corner of the playfield. There's a little target chilling there. You can hit it 5 times, and it builds the value of these rectangles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you get it flashing red, 1 ramp shot, you collect all that and get your Crazy Chris.
So is it really worth going for the ramp shots as they build in value?
Honestly, no. Okay, if extra balls are on and you have Stewie, maybe, because your second ramp gives you an extra ball. Doesn't matter, like that's stagnant. Your second ramp is your extra ball. So she hit the ramp, she's got her Crazy Chris. So now we're looking for ball control and going into that scoop. Now she's still picking up value because she's in Crazy Chris for all main arrow shots. But getting into the TV scoop is going to be paramount because then she currently has Sexy Party lit. Sexy Party and Good Old Boys, best fucking modes on this machine, and she lands it. So drop catch, lovely. Now, she's not only getting Stewie scoring 300, which is going to build, she's getting Crazy Chris and Stewie scoring. So level above this, if Stewie mini playfield is off, if she shoots Brian's beer can dead center, she can go into Lard multi-ball, and then she's got Crazy, Sexy Party, and a multi-ball. Scoring, scoring, scoring. If Stewie's mini playfield was on, you want to activate all of this and save just enough shots on the upper playfield to do the Stewie mini pinball, start the multi-ball, and then the machine just goes wide open. Like, I watched Sean Peter put up like 228 million on this shit one night. It was nuts. Nuts. And it's just like that. Oh, gotta collect bonus from the mystery, but it's an 11.4. Here, Sexy Party is still running, so these are weird mode times. She currently has 1 second. It was 4 seconds before she shot that. Every mode shot or Crazy Chris shot that you shoot gives you an additional like 2.5, 3 seconds to the timer. So as long as you're making the right shots, they all start with 20 or 30 seconds. You can keep them in the 15 to 25 second range as long as you're making the key main shots. Goes into Fart Multi-Ball. Fart Multi-Ball, there are 4 drop targets right underneath the left ramp. Default play, you've got to clear that bank 3 times, and that goes into Fart. What do you do to get jackpots? I've been playing this machine for a long time now. I don't know what actually scores the jackpots. None of the lit arrows with inserts that say jackpot score jackpots. I don't know if it's it is switches. I just looked, 1 more switch to score the jackpot. It's a 500,000, 11 more. So Fart Multi-Ball is a switch-based mode. So ideally on this, get stuck in the pops or blast that right orbit, the lowest spinner, over and over for jackpots, just like Sammy just did.
I know. This is also a mystery award. I got that last week.
You can get Fart or Lard from a mystery award. All kinds of things. Shittiest thing about this mystery award, it's dead center at the top of the playfield and spits out into 2 pop bumpers, some stand-ups, and 70-80% of the time it feeds right down the middle.
Yeah, it's a hard shot.
Single time.
Unreliable.
Yeah. Two more switches for a jackpot. She got her add-a-ball. If you want to add a ball during these, the pinball circle lights trailing from the captive ball there. Shoot the captive ball over and over and over. You spell pinball, you add a ball. Now, on the lower playfield multi-balls, I believe you can only do that once. If you're in Stewie, mini playfield multi-ball, when everything kicks out and you're playing both playfields at once, you can sit there and just bash the captive ball and bring balls back in, like, latently. It's very, very obscure. It's freaking wild. Hence, this is why we have to turn it off during tournaments. So, Sammy collected enough spins to light her next TV mode, which is Good Old Boys. Is potentially going to try to build that Crazy Chris again. she wants to do another fart multi-ball. She's going to have to do 4 rounds of drop targets, so 16 drops altogether to go into the next fart multi-ball. But Crazy Chris is always the same. If you've used one, you can shoot the left lane target, get the ramp as soon as it's flashing red, and there you go. That's your next Crazy Chris. It's pretty much like a additional boosted frenzy scoring for every shot you're going to want to shoot anyway. Tricky things, modes, change at the pop bumpers. So if you fall into the pops, you can see now the center square right above the flippers is flashing. That's chicken fight. It was good old boys. Do you want chicken fight? No, you fucking don't. You want good old boys because that's the lucrative one. But chicken fight, which Sammy just went into, Peter and the chicken on the left, Peter on the right, have a power bar. Best case scenario, lowest spins. All switches will take down the power of the chicken, and as soon as you beat the chicken, you win that mode, it's done, and then you need more lowest spins to light your next TP. Sammy crushed that fucking chicken. Chicken must have gave her a bad coupon.
That was amazing.
Chicken gave me a bad coupon. Very well done. So she'll need additional spins. And to get to wizard mode, you've got to go through all 5 modes, and based on how you've done on each of the 5 modes. Joe, you want to in on this shenanigans game of Family Guy? Just for fun. Alright, you want player 3 or 4? I'm here. You're here? Yeah, alright, jump in.
Let's do it.
Matt, 7.8. Sammy says fuck that, 37.8. 2 modes completed, a lot of work done, and up walks Joe Lefebvre. He's down for some bonus Family Guy pinball. Picks off the nice combo. Alright. And that's going to be your replacement for what would initially send you up to the little mini playfield, very similar to Munster's playfield if you've played one. Honestly, the same design as that Munster's, but it's up top. And I almost kind of prefer that because of the pooling around that plexiglass when it goes into the under playfield. I mean, if you just have the right speed and it catches one little thing on the lower playfield plexiglass, it pulls, it whirls around, and it's very frustrating. Either way, for tournament mode, we turn it off. Maybe one night we'll just have silly little round where we keep everything on and see who can take Sean's GC on frickin' Family Guy. I've been at it for 3.5 years. I don't think it's gonna happen.
I didn't think about it. We should have done that now.
Yeah, probably should have. I can do it for every one ball too if we prefer. Joey picks up 1 danger, no biggie. So if it's off, every time you spell pinball, it lights Stewie's playfield. That takes precedence over starting your TV mode. The first time you go in, it's 1 million. Every time you spell it again and score it, it's an additional 250,000. So 1 million, 1.25, 1.5, 1.75, etc., on and on. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna step up, reclaim my stool here. Come on in here, Matthew. You're not getting away that easy. Okay, so Dwayne Marchand's stepping up. Might be trying to light his TV. Get some control there on the right flipper. Going for that Crazy Chris. 6 shot of Meg while we're at it. Goes to lighting his TV. So while I've got you in the booth and you're standing here and not talking, I'm gonna fix that.
Yes.
So what's your strategy on this machine? When you step up to this machine, player 1, ball 1, what do you go for?
I was about to ask you the same thing after your first 37 ball 1. I think Crazy Chris is generally what I'm shooting for. Try and get into the frenzy mode. I know if you can build the We never have the multi-ball, the pinball playfield on, but you can build that Stewie pinball value. That can be pretty lucrative, easy backhand shot.
Okay, so I think you're up, good sir. So, but yeah, in general, I agree with Matthew. I did not realize how lucrative Crazy Chris could be until recently. So, for me, if it's right flipper, I'll go Crazy Chris. If it's left flipper, I'll go spinner and light my TV modes. Maybe get Stewie Pinball going at the same time.
Well, Sammy, very well played.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. So it's nice for a little bit of bonus pinball. It's not too late. We're normally ending the last round right about now.
God,
So
I wish we could get a 5-game round in. Like, maybe next week. Maybe episode 11 or 12, but that has not been a
We'll
thing
see.
lately.
yeah. But that said, it wasn't clean. I did tie, but 3-peat. 3 in a row. I am fighting for that number 1 slot, and
I don't even check the series standings. Do I wanna? I don't think I do. I think I'm gonna be just as disappointed as I have been lately.
I did not close the round
Please do
or the
not.
tournament,
Thank
by
you.
the way.
I
But
will deal with all that too. So for the full series, Sammy is sitting up 4 points on Jeff Leone. Sammy's got 176. Jeff Leone at 172. Dwayne Marchand, if he can get his shitty shit together, can come back from 167 and maybe drive a bus. Maybe. Sean could not make it tonight. We do miss him dearly. Sitting at 155. Matt Stapleton, one below at 154. Jameson Younger, 125. Oh, I missed a line. Did I? 167.
No,
Matt
you're good.
Jameson, 125. Joe's got 89. Sorry, Jameson has 89.
you were right the first time. Jameson with 125, Joey with 89, Linda Marchand with 59.
And Sean and Mindy, unfortunately, will have to make 11 and 12 to come to finals, but if they do, they're both tied with 51, and that's freaking adorable, because they've never played competitive pinball ever until they showed up to the league. Thank you, Chris Self, for sending them down. We greatly appreciate it. And they're tied at 51. So that would give us 9 for the finals. If that were the case, top 2 would advance from 3 rounds of 3. Yes, and that would be 6. And then top 2 would advance from 2 rounds of 3. And then the final 4 would play off for trophies, prizes. And next season, there might be a little cash buy-in for a league, just so the top 4 feel like they're taking home a little something special for driving down. But hey, if you didn't want to pay to play, I would never enforce that. Not one bit. But people like money.
People like money.
People like
kind
money.
of important, unfortunately, perhaps. But
Now, if you look at total results, Dwayne and Matt Stapleton are fucking crushing it, as is Sammy. So that would be total results is Dwayne, and then Sammy, and then Matt. So not far off, but that doesn't count because everybody drops 3, and that is fair. And Swiss pairing is fair, and we love it. That's cool. It's very good. Very nicely done. All right.
Missing all the weeks I missed is killing me.
Huh?
Missing all the weeks that I missed is killing. It's killing me in the overall.
But no matter what, all right. Now this is what I was saying is you have made it to 1, 2.
Screenshot. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So no matter what, you're coming to finals. If Mindy and Sean make it out the next 2 weeks, we'll have 9 players.
Yeah.
So it will be 3 groups of 3, and the top 2 from each group will advance to 2 groups of 3.
Oh, cool.
And then the top 2 will advance to the final group of 4, and that's going to be 3 single game rounds for each group. So you're guaranteed to finals if you can make it. If you can't, that's going to drop it down to 2 groups of 4, top 2 advance, final 4 playoff for 3 rounds. But
It's
you
all
know.
good. Like, I'm not taking it that much to heart. I just,
No.
But missing it drops me out of the top 5 contention.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And ideally, all right, say we had a solid 16 and all 16 made it out to 6. That's when you get to the thing where you really want to be in the top 4 because you're going to be driving a bus.
Yeah.
Like you're going to be like, I want to go 3rd, or I want to pick this machine, or I want to go 4th, and I want to pick this machine, and it just gets more and more layered. But groups of 4 are always ideal. But you know what? I love odd numbers. More people get to advance. It's all good.
In the meantime, it's all good practice for me, and I'm having fun.
Learning.
I gotta work my way up to the 20 point.
It's hard to get whenever there's only 4 rounds, and the maximum would be 28 points. We used to be getting 5 and 6.
That's what I just gotta get full value from finding whether or not you made it 6 or plus. If you were to win,
Qualifying is submitted separately.
okay, so there's separate ones.
So the final results will be a separate submission, and then the finals will be its own submission, which is actually better because we get the value for both, as opposed to losing the final value altogether. So everybody will get 2 technical tournament submissions for both.
Hey, wasn't this Joe's phone?
Huh?
Wasn't this Joe's phone? Or not?
Yep. It was 3,
I
right?
think it was 4.
I was about to walk in. Whatever. Money isn't real. No, they are Federal Reserve notes for a gold standard that does not exist. Money is not everything, but you cannot live without it. What a fucking fantastic society we live in. Either way, Joe there, Feb, he was asking about the dynamics of how the season will roll into the finals, and you know, if you heard a little bit of that, that's what you can expect for technically week 13, the last Wednesday in July. Big move, and only receives 1 danger. Very well done, Joe. Sitting at 4, walks away. Dwayne's gonna walk up and flail. If I get done with my ball, I'm gonna turn Stewie's playfield on for everybody's last ball.
Okay.
Cause why not?
Sounds fun. Wayne is starting ball 3. I assume he'll be still going for Crazy Chris, trying to start that frenzy mode. And bring in some multi-balls or TV modes with that.
Matthew Stapleton sitting in the commentary booth, not actually giving commentary.
I was giving a little bit of commentary.
Okay. You know I'm gonna go back and watch this to check. Make sure you're being honest with me. It's not the first time I've been lied to tonight, so you know.
Double check me.
Keeping you honest. So, looks like Dwayne has started his Crazy Chris. Just a couple, whoa, big save there. Takes a danger, but that's alright. He's in his sexy party mode. Into a, oh, that is a worthless mystery award. Light Special will do very little for you, especially on free play. So, yeah, if on the off chance anybody out there is not a Pinhead, Special is a free game. If you are, thanks so much for joining. Hopefully you've learned something. But also, why?
I know I got my collect bonus mystery award for like 200,000.
Oh, what
Very-
a wonderful award. Certainly a game changer.
But I got the bonus first. All right, game changer, ball 3. Stewie's playfield's back on. Badass for it.
Well,
Things I was not aware of. Stewie Playfield coming back on?
Playing Stranger Things?
I was playing a ball 3 of Stranger Things. And I didn't plan on it, but I had a multi-ball lit and quarter hunt ready, so I had to. And I wanted to. And then I did. And then I like tripled their score. Like, whoop. So, Dwayne Marchand turning everything back on, resetting the games to how you would see if you walked up to one of these pinball games on a non-tournament evening. A little bit easier. A little bit easier. Extra balls back on. We will certainly see what happens. So, thank you all so much for joining us this evening. If you are not a follower, please give us a follow. Please give us a subscribe. We are doing our very best to bring you as much Carolina pinball as we possibly can. And right now, that means Matthew Stapleton getting a very strange skill shot there. Off the backside of the death target to a flipper, off a post into that lower target. Certainly not intentional, but it worked. Forgive me, y'all. I've got a bit of a tickle in my throat because I have been doing a lot of talking this past week.
I think you got the extra ball, though.
So Matthew pushing away at the machine. Oh, I just wanted
You're
the mini
welcome.
playfield. What? Extra ball. Those are back on now, so let's watch the thing and do it up. That's right where he wants it. Backhand. Oh, backhands it too early. Does not make it in. Backhands it even earlier. There we go. Third time's the charm. Here we go. Nails it. Stewie Pinball. So not entirely sure if y'all can see this, but those little flippers are going haywire. That is about a marble-sized ball. And those flippers put a lot of energy into it. It'll go wild. It'll go crazy. So, I've never had to explain this on stream before. Very simple. All you gotta do is Matthew calling a shot. I'm gonna post pass. And then he didn't. But anyway, so you can see those little dots, those little LED inserts. Those are all the names of your favorite characters, and you can see them on the DMD. Brian, Lois, Peter, Meg, and Chris. Spell them all. Oh, bit of a Lazarus off of Mini Pinball. I'm gonna replay that. Well, I may have missed it. I don't know. So about 2.4 million out of that Stewie Pinball. Certainly a lot more valuable after it is turned back on, but you gotta do well. So anyway, like I said, all you gotta do is spell all the characters' names, and then you will get into a multi-ball. Unfortunately, another drain down the middle. Probably not a second extra ball here, but we will see. No, there is not. So I'm gonna step up here, and I'm gonna do my very best.
I have to say I was excited for the mini playfields. I don't think that strategy was worth it. But it was fun to have it on. Sammy had a tough drain there. Still had a great game though. Did you get 43?
Well, that death target was certainly accurate. Ah, frustrating. Anyway, here comes Dwayne Marchand. Putting his keys away, he is doing his tournament director thing of, like I said, resetting all the games, not just Family Guy. So we certainly appreciate everything he does for us. Runs an amazing tournament, has really helped us build an incredible community. Amazing friend, love hanging out with him. Certainly glad I got to do it every single week. And yeah, and big thanks to everything he's done for the stream. He has created our rig here. You know, we kind of sort of talked about it, but it really was Dwayne's baby.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Hey Joey, you're up on the playfield. So I took your ball and I'm not player 3.
I just
Dwayne, I was just complimenting you for doing so many amazing things. Don't make me retract it.
Do you not retract them on a weekly basis at this point, Sammy? We might need to redefine our co-hosting relationship. Like if you're not questioning, I don't know. Who's in the right here?
I question myself enough. I don't need to question you too.
Samesies. Samesies.
Yeah. And that's what happens when both of your co-commentators are good at self-deprecation.
Kicking out of the scoop.
I see why that's
Dude, can you imagine? And it's so easy to get back to it. You can slide the machine and pick up captive ball registrations. Like it's ridiculous.
So this might be Joey's first time actually playing Stewie Pinball.
He only comes out on tournament nights and he said he's never been there.
Yeah, he has said he has never been there. He only comes out tournament nights when we have everything off anyway. So, what a bit of a new experience for him. Certainly did pretty well, 3.some million, up to 15 overall. Ooh. Ah, that extra little tip almost worked really
I
well.
even walked up and looked, I was like, I think I played Sexy Party, but it's lit. I mean, I think it was, it was pre-pandemic, but the year before the pandemic, Family Guy was here. We had a three-player game. Ball 2, it was sitting at like 50 minutes. Needless to say, like, all right, Mr. Matt, breaking $1 billion Sunday, like, worthy of a tap. I hate to do it. I want to see where things can go, but when you're used to 20 to 30 minute rounds and a 3-player game, Ball 2 is sitting almost at an hour, you kind of got to tweak machines. Yeah. But I'm going to try to score 30 million and catch Sammy.
question is, what's better, this or Shrek?
I've never seen or played a Shrek.
There is one.
Uptown Pinball had a Shrek.
We're in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Is it that one place?
So Joey was asking if,
I had a terrible experience.
what is better, Family Guy or Shrek?
I've never seen one.
They're literally the same game. I have only ever seen a Shrek at Uptown Pinball in Martinsville, Virginia. It is no longer there. But if you were near Uptown Pinball, also an amazing venue. Mike has been a hobbyist forever. Just had like 14 games in his basement. Went to Boxcar or one of the other barcades and said, I could do that. And then he did. And then not all that long later, he bought a bigger building. And then he bought the second floor. And then he bought the building across the street. And he bought more and more and more and more games to fill it out. And he has done amazingly well. And yeah, just good guy. Just really good guy. I like him. If you are near there, say hi. Say Sammy sent ya. It is a little bit rare in South Carolina or the Carolinas. $10, $15, whatever it is, and you play all day. You get a wristband. You can leave. You can come back. You can go get food. And then, you know, it's not a problem. It is $10 to $15 for all day play. Very, very fun. Highly recommend. That is Uptown Pinball in Martinsville, Virginia. So in the meantime, we are very close to our first Stewie multi-ball on camera. There's one letter in Peter, one letter in Chris. Let's see if he can do it. And the good news is, so Dwayne got one shot away and drained out. But that's all right, because, like I said, progress stays. He will have that one shot right back. All he needs is to, maybe chooses to backhand those, yeah, there he goes. One more shot, maybe two. Oh, a little bit early there. Let it dead bounce, very nice. Oh, a little early again. Good save. Another scoop, a little bit early. That one's really good, by the way. Yeah. You can, we were just mentioning that on stream. You can leave and come back. You get like a wristband. I think it's 15. And I used to spend 7 or 8 hours, like that was before I got into competitive pinball. I would have like a random Tuesday off work. I'd show up there at like, yeah, basically. And it was just like, oh, here's what I'm doing for the next 9 hours. And they're gonna kick me out at like midnight or whatever. And
it's not just pinball, like I said. You can bring your kids or whatever, they can play racing games. Air hockey.
the dude started it because he had 14 machines in his basement and like went to, by and large, yes. But yeah, but he just like went to another barcade, didn't know it was a thing. It was like, I could do this. Just literally rented a tiny strip and put all his machines in there. And then that was like 3 years ago or something. He's got this building, upstairs, across the street, restaurant here, event space there. Like, oh yeah. So yeah, he is doing very well. Like I said, if you are out there anywhere near the Carolinas, Danville, Virginia, Martinsville, Lynchburg, Roanoke, give Uptown Pinball a shot. It is certainly worth going. So it's Wayne Marchant. 1 ball left, maybe 2. There's a Stewie multi-ball worth $4.5 million. And starts in Good Old Boys. Probably wants to go for his multi-ball here. He only needs 1 completion. Boom, just like that. He is in Fart multi-ball, having it stacked with Good Old Boys. it goes. So, 2-ball multi-ball, seems like. I am not familiar with Fart. I normally have it stacked with so many other things. But I believe it is a switch hit multi-ball. Got 3 more switches. As I say that, Dwayne Marchand starts breaking a few shots, taking a lot of posts there, but that's all right. So there's a jackpot. Less than $1 million, but still good value. And again, every one of those shots also, well, all of the lit shots also counts for good old boys, so he is catching up. Oh no, he got knuckled off the transition between the middle in lane and the flipper. There's probably a term for that. I don't know what it is. Dwayne stepping up, going, oh, extra balls, I forgot about that. You're telling me there's a chance. So, honestly, there's a really good chance. Only needs about 5 million, and as we all know, Dwayne is really good at pinball. If you're playing against him, unfortunately good. That's just the reality. I keep saying it over and over and over. No easy tournaments in North Carolina. Dwayne is absolutely responsible for some of that statement. And by the way, Dwayne, I know you're listening to this later. Congrats on breaking the top 1,000. That is a goal I have never hit myself, and I'm doing nothing but getting further and further from it. So, disappointing, but not surprising. But after a very, very good showing at Carolina Pinball Championship Series Finals, Dwayne made it up there. Took second place in the strikes with a bunch of players, made it, won the, what was it, high stakes, I think, survived the qualifying rounds, and then 3 or 4 rounds of finals to get to the win. And it is all on stream. It is no longer with Twitch, but if you go find our YouTube channel, again, Try It Pinball on YouTube. It is not polished, but it is our repository for all of our past streams. Please go look at it, check it out. It was an amazing tournament. Very, very glad for everything Kaylee has done and everything Kaylee asked us to do. We are so thrilled to be asked. And hey, we'll do it again. As many tournaments as we can make it to, we will do it again. And I can travel this time. So, very excited. Virlai, so glad that you have stuck it out with us. Or maybe you've gone and come back, who knows. Dwayne Marchand with the grin. 2 million away. High score number 3. I will take that. Condolences to Dwayne, very hard fought, but that'll be the end of our bonus pinball.
I got 4.
Whee! So we're gonna let Dwayne put his initials in. We're gonna get one last look at the commentary, not the commentary, the standings. So Jeff Leon with the big win for the evening. Sammy Bacon tied for. Tied in points, but lose on tie break. Dwayne Marchand taking third. Matthew with fourth. Then Joey, Jameson, Linda, and Matthew Harrison was a fat finger ad and not actually here. But thank you all so much for joining. Once again, Backbox Pinball Podcast. Check it out. Stay tuned. Boxcar League. We're making it happen. November, Flippers, come on out, come join us. Doesn't it make sense? Or let's see, Geek Gamer with the last minute comment. Disable. Oh, okay. So, Geek Gamer, that is a good question. If that was part of the tournament and not bonus pinball, yes, it would not be fair. You do not change game settings in the middle of a tournament. And that's not even round to round. By and large, that's just throughout the tournament. If the game starts one way, it should end that way, unless you really, really need to change it. And even then, make a note on the back glass. Tell everybody what has changed. But last round started before 9 o'clock. This was just bonus pinball, shooting around, having a laugh. We can do whatever we want. And like we said, Matthew really hasn't played Stewie Pinball very much. Joey has never played Stewie Pinball. When we're not competitive, when we're just goofing around, having fun, it's fair game. You know, as long as everybody agrees to it, it's whatever. We have no hurt feelings here. We're just goofing around, bringing the stream just that much more pinball. So hopefully y'all enjoyed it. But yeah, like I said, if you have not added me on Facebook or joined Triad Pinball Players, please do. We will keep you up to date with all of our goings on, both for stream, for tournaments, show out, come out, have fun, play some pinball, play more pinball. Yeah, it's a good time. So stay tuned, 2 more weeks in this league, and then we will have finals. Really hoping for that top qualifying slot. I am so close to having it happen. And looks like I've got an 18 that I can get rid of. So hopefully we can get that off my record here in a moment. But yeah, we will see what happens. We will let you know. Stay tuned. Come on out every week, Wednesdays at 7. Tell your friends. And with that, have a good evening, everybody. Happy flipping.
Done.
I take it back. I misclicked at the last possible second. We're going to raid a channel. Who are we raiding? Fox Cities, Buffalo Pinball, Tracy from Outer Spacey. I am going to raid Tracy from Outer Spacey.
And I've seen her in the chat like a handful of times
Yep.
at least.
Yep. She is a very wonderful player. Met her in Chicago. And I will be very happy to raid her. Looks like she's playing... I don't know what that is. Adams? That's not Adams. Game of Thrones, that's what that is. So, have a wonderful evening, everybody. Enjoy Tracy
Adios.
from Outer Spacey.